here coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions, and it is time to rank up our number 2, second 7-star to rank 4, and who is that champion going to be? Well, our first champion to rank 4 was Red Skull. Not my first choice. We were kind of forced to do that. So who is our second one going to be? Well, first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or a comment. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. All right. Drum roll. And it is going to be, you guessed it, if you did, it is going to be Photon. All right, let's take a look at Photon before we rank her up. I currently have her at a SIG 180, which is pretty high. So we've got a few things here. So when she's stunned, she loses control of her solid form and gains a 100% untouchable, which is great. So if I ever get parried or stunned, it's good for things like the stun mastery or window opportunity, impending stun type of nodes. I will go untouchable, which is awesome. And then we've got altered body composition, grants her immunity to bleed and power steal effects. She can trigger the parry mastery against non-contact attacks. We always like that. And whenever the opponent is inflicted with a debuff, and she does a bunch of debuffs, Photon inflicts a non-stacking 80% petrify. And what does that do? Well, reduces ability power rate and regeneration rate, making her the number 1 heal reversal champion in the game. Please prove me wrong on that. If the opponent has the willpower mastery active, it is removed. Again, making her the number 1 heal reversal champion in the game, because they do not get the benefits of willpower when we put debuffs on them. They just get their healing reversed right off the bat. Okay, Photon's medium attacks cannot miss. Great thing. Both of the champions' first medium attack, inflicts a 10% suppression debuff. And of course, when they get the suppression debuff, they get the petrify. Photon's first and third light attacks inflict an energy vulnerability. And when they get that debuff, they get, you guessed it, a petrify. The first hit of either champion's heavy attack inflicts a non-stacking sunder. What does sunder do? Sunder reduces crit resistance to 0 and prevents it from increasing. So we crit more. And when they get hit with that, they get a petrify. And then she's got this is her shtick. Her shtick is the electromagnetic charges. She can get up to 25 of them. She gets a charge when the opponent is inflicted with a debuff or when the opponent activates a special attack. She gets 4 charges when the opponent misses, like if she's untouchable. And then she's got her pure light form. When at 10 or more charges, she dodges back, she holds her block, 1.2 seconds, you'll see a little timer, and she will go into it. Or being knocked down pushes her into her pure light form if she's got 10 charges. And this grants the following effects. So, and this happens automatically at max charges, which is 25, or when Photon activates a special attack with at least 15 charges. So, gain an indefinite Fury passive for every 5 charges. You want to do this at 25 charges. That's 5 Fury passives. Right now, that will increase the attack rating by 1589. That's going to go up. Photon cannot miss, and personal debuffs expire 50% more slowly. So all of these guys that say they were going to last for, 2 seconds or whatever, they now last for a lot longer. 5 seconds means 7.5 seconds. 10 seconds means 15 seconds. So a lot. Okay, and then Photon cannot gain electromagnetic charges, and each charge lasts 0.9 seconds, falling off one at a time. So once she's in that form, she can't do it. So this is her Captain Marvel type of mechanic, that these things carry over from one fight to the next. So when she does a special attack in pure light form, Photon special attacks cannot be avoided with the Dexterity Mastery, and electromagnetic charges pause during the opponent's special attacks and for 3 seconds when Photon punishes the opponent's special. So you want to hit them right away after a special. If you do a special one, you activate a 10% overload debuff, which also triggers a Petrify overload, causes hits to deal additional burst of damage recently dealt as energy damage. So we get to do some burst damage for 8 seconds. If Pure Light Form is active, inflict an additional overload debuff, maximum stacks of 10. In Pure Light Form, the final hit is passively unblockable, except against well-timed blocks. Special 2, inflict a taunt debuff, also a Petrify. And that causes them to use their special attacks and reduces the damage attack rating by quite a bit. All right, so in Pure Light Form, this attack is passively unblockable, and our charges are paused for the duration, and Photon gains a 100% untouchable passive for 3 seconds. I like using the Special 2. Special 3, max charges of electromagnetic charge increase by 5 until the end of the fight. This can occur 3 times if at or above 20 charges gain a non-stacking regen. This is another thing I really like about her. She gets a regen. Passive, which means it can't be reversed because it's not a buff. Healing 5,060 health over 8 seconds. It's a little bit. It's not a ton. She's got 83,000 health right now. So the passive pauses for half a second when the opponent is struck. And her full spectrum, so improved control over electromagnetic spectrum grants her immunity to all neutralize effects. So power steal and neutralize and bleed. For every debuff on the opponent, their block proficiency is reduced by 800 points and Photon's is increased by half as much. And Photon has a 61% chance to inflict one of her personal energy vulnerability debuffs on the opponent when struck by or blocking a light attack. So her awakened ability is not completely necessary, but it does help, and she will carry electromagnetic charges across fights, which is awesome. All right, so and I have her set for a critical rating. Her critical rating is a 35%, so it'll go up a little bit more, about 1,200, so it'll probably go up about another maybe to 40%, which is great. Okay, so we got that. Let's go ahead and build a team for her, and we're going to take her in and take her up. We're going to rank her up first. That's a really important thing to do. Let's rank her up. So we're going to upgrade. We just got our 3rd tier 7 basic, so we're going to go rank up. She is basically 1.4 million to rank up. She's going to go to a level 55, which will put her way above the Red Skull that I've already got here. Okay, we're at level 20. That was a whole bunch of worthless. Trying to get rid of all of this ISO that's going to expire here, which is quite a bit. This should get us out of that. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're out of that, so now we can get, we're up to 33 now. Now we can get our science ISO. So go to stash, science ISO. Here we go. Claim the science ISO. Hopefully that will get us to close to where we need to be. 46. We're almost there. Maybe one or two more of these. So let's go claim more. Okay, we've got a bunch of nice tier 6 science ISO in here. That should get us, and that got us to where we needed to be. Okay. We're at 55. We are a 51,963. I do not have tier 5 alpha catalysts because they do not exist as of yet. Okay, so we are going to bring her into Realm of Legends now, and we're going to build the team. And the team is pretty standard. Let's bring her over here. Okay. And 200 physical resist per debuff on opponent, maybe. Photon unblockable hits deal 4% attack as burst, so we're going to bring that in. Photon causes electromagnetic charge for additional 3 seconds. We're going to bring that in. With Mr. Negative, reduce the potency of incoming degeneration effects. We're going to bring that in, and we're going to go ahead and bring my pal Luke Cage in, and let's see how fast she runs through this guy right here. And then after this fight, we're going to do the fight against Wolverine. So we're going to go, I think we're going to go all the way up to a special 3 and then try to get to a special 2. But he is probably going to be done way before that. Okay. And we want to end with mediums. And we're going to hit him with this to get that Sunder on. Alright, we're at 12 charges already. The Sunder makes him more susceptible to our crit hits. Alright, we're going to get a regen now. Here we go. We got the regen effect because we were over 20. We're going to skip out. But I'm regenning, so it doesn't matter. And look at that. We're going to hit him with a special 1. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Back up, and we've got five of those. That was 53 seconds. If I hadn't gotten hit, that would have been less than 50 seconds. All right, now we're going to move on. I'm going to skip through a bunch of these fights, and we're going to move on to fighting Wolverine. So we'll be back in just a second. All right, we're back. We're at Wolverine, and I just want to demonstrate how fast it is going to take her to get through Wolverine and why she is the queen and the #1 heal reversal champ in the game. He is not going to get a single bit of healing through this, and he is just going to melt. So we're already starting the process of putting debuffs on him, and he's already melting away. And we're already in that process here. He's not getting any healing. We're going to go ahead and blast him. That 51, look at that. Look at that. Just nuked. Just absolutely nuked. And how long did that take? I mean, we got to a special 2, and the first hit of the special 2 took him out completely. That was a 19-second fight. So the only other champ that I know of that might be able to get close to that is a Count Nefaria, who would be a rank 4. And believe me, I thought very much about ranking Count Nefaria up to rank 4 too. But I felt I use Photon more than I do for him. She's useful against just about everybody. He is super useful against very specific champions. And then everybody else he is pretty good against. She is just awesome against just about everything. There's a few skill champs that I would probably not bring her in against. But for the most part, she is awesome. All right, that is the video I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.